Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a case which is based on two concepts. The first issue before the Himachal Pradesh High Court was that whether section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b can be applied in the previous year in which the conversion of loan into shares takes place, especially in the case when the loans has not been received in the concerned previous year, or in other words the loans has been received in some other previous years and during the concerned previous year that loans has been converted into share capital. And the second issue was that whether the AO has the power under rule 11 UA sub rule 2 to replace the method adopted by the assessee as discount cash flow method as net asset value method. These both issues have been decided in the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus IA Hydro Energy Private Limited, and this case is reported in 477 ITR at page number 344, and the date of the judgment is 31st May 2024. The present case relates to the assessment year 18-19. It was the fact in the present case that the assessee has received some loans in the previous years which were preceding the previous year which was relevant to the assessment year 18-19. But during the previous year relevant to the assessment year 18-19, the assessee has converted those loans into share capital, due to which some share premium was there into the balance sheet of the assessee. When the assessing officer was making the assessment of the assessee, the assessing officer took two stands. The first stand was that the assessing officer was not convinced with the discounted cash flow method adopted by the assessee, so he changed the method of valuation of shares of the assessee from discounted cash flow method to net asset value method. Secondly, the assessing officer applied section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b and taxed the premium amount under section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b as income from other sources. It was the submission of the assessee that it is the discretion of the assessee to adopt the method of valuation, whether it is discounted cash flow method or net asset value method. Since the assessee has chosen the discounted cash flow method, so the assessing officer do not have a right to change that method. The second submission of the assessee was that since the assessee has not received any consideration for the transaction during the concerned previous year relevant to the assessment year 18-19, so section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b cannot be invoked in the previous year relevant to the assessment year 18-19. But the assessing officer find the submissions of the assessee as not tenable and made the additions. Both CIT appeal and the tribunal was of the view that since no consideration has been received in the previous year relevant to the assessment year 18-19, so section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b would not apply and it will not come into the definition of consideration for the issue of shares received in the previous year. Or in other words, the provisions of section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b will not apply, especially in the case when the consideration is not received in the previous year for such transaction. The CIT appeal and ITAT also said in their orders that the assessing officer do not have the power to change the method from the discounted cash flow method to the net asset value method, because it is the sole discretion of the assessee to choose whichever method the assessee wants to choose. So on both grounds, when this matter came before the Honorable Himachal Pradesh High Court, the court said that the CIT appeal and ITAT has not made any error in deleting the addition made by the assessing officer, because the assessing officer has made a fundamental error in invoking section 56 subsection 2 clause 7b in the previous year concerning to the assessment years 18-19 because no consideration has been received during the previous year. Secondly, the court upheld the order of the tribunal which says that the AO do not have any right to change the method of valuation under Rule 11 UA sub Rule 2. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus IA Hydro Energy Private Limited, and this case is reported in 477 ITR at page number 344, and the date of the judgment is 31st May 2024. Thank you, friends.